I really enjoyed the process of working on Serpent Dreaming Women. In conceiving it, I was very much interested in how do we reimagine Australia-India relationships from another place. In other words, how do we look at Indian diaspora and its engagement to Indigenous questions of where we live now as Indian migrants, and at the same time, how do we draw upon Indian issues around place and identity.
Gods and began to vomit poison and bile into the waters, such that it poisoned all the creatures in the water. The fish began to die.
Kuntaboy and Waraki and Kuntaboy. I am Kuntaboy, Southern Right Whale. My name comes from Gunditjmara country. The whale story goes all the way around Australia. From my mother's country, my grandmother's country, on the southern coast of Australia.
Because we discovered that there were a lot of things that were different but the same. Different stories but the same stories. Different words that actually meant the same thing. And I think the creation stories too were the same but different. And I think that surprised us. So I can remember we were having a good about it, you know, thinking, oh my God, you know, and the thing about Mandara, the mountain, and Yaren's little boy's name's Mandara too, you know, it was like, mountain? It's like, it was really amazing.
An Australia-India engagement where Indian kings and kingdoms and trade and engagement happened 400 years ago, that's coming out through archaeological evidence, 2,000 years ago, 4,000 years ago, that show that people didn't settle here and didn't try to take over and implement their policies, but actually had some kind of robust trade engagement that was about true cultural exchange of ideas, of knowledges, of practices, which I think can provide a model for us in the future for how an Australia-India engagement could look like without a colonial settlement model, where we actually collaborate and share stories from common structures. And I think, you know, you might have heard from Gina and others where we found these synergies, where we would talk about a churning of the ocean story, and our Indigenous collaborators would say, oh, we have an ocean story that matches this. We have this giant fish, or we have this whale story. So the beautiful synergies around how women have understood land and water and protection and custodianship could actually be a theoretical model for how we now look at trade, how we look at cultural engagement between Australia and India.
The gods and the demons drilled the ocean, digging deeper and deeper. Soon the rivers began to flow backwards with the great churning back to their sources in the mountains. The earth started to shake and tremble.